Aloha! Thanks for joining us for the property tour of Forest City's portfolio of military family housing communities in Hawaii. In preparation for your tour, we'd like to give you some background on the military family housing industry and Forest City's role within it. To do that, here is the president of Forest City Military Family Communities, John Ale.
Forest City Military Communities successfully owns, develops, and manages an extensive portfolio of military family communities across the country, extending from South Carolina all the way to Hawaii. Your upcoming tour of our neighborhoods in Hawaii will give you a first-hand look at how we've successfully applied our brand and capabilities to serve thousands of military families across the country.
Forest City entered the development and community management of privatized military family housing as a result of Congress passing legislation for the various branches of the military to create a series of long-term public-private partnerships with real estate development management firms like Forest City. Known as PPV, or Public-Private Venture Housing, these partnerships call for private sector development firms to acquire existing, formerly government-owned housing stock in and around major U.S. military installations. Forest City's portfolio of privatized military family housing now totals over 14,500 end-state units located in 8 states. This includes communities primarily serving Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force families in several geographic regions.
Forest City Military Communities has become a significant business of Forest City Enterprises, as indicated by the $2.7 billion in development and $124 million in fees earned from property management, asset management, development, and construction fee income over the last 10 years. What military families have experienced through privatization is a transformation from subdivisions characterized by government-built houses in disrepair to vibrant, amenity-rich communities that have greatly enhanced their quality of life. Forest City has provided additional financial performance data as part of this tour.
I'm greatly impressed with Forest City. Their entire organization, as they've come here to K-Bay, they have immediately immersed themselves kind of in our culture, what we do, and they've developed a rapport with the leadership here and with the staff.
The Hawaii Military Housing Project is by far the largest in our portfolio, with over 6,800 homes in 36 neighborhoods.
We're very excited about this project. This home that you're looking at and that Sergeant Bradford and his family are about to enter is 2,500 square feet, 4-bedroom, senior NCO home. It's exactly what we would expect our military members, our hardworking military members and their families to have.
The thing that makes this house a lot better than previous houses are definitely the quality of the, just everything in the house. Just the flooring, the appliances. It's a little bit better for a community feeling as well.
The Air Force, really all of the services are decades ahead of where they would have been getting new homes and getting renovated homes versus the old method of pursuing funding through Congress, line item appropriation that was just very cumbersome.
The initial development and construction activities associated with these projects is just one component of a larger 50-year partnership we have with the military. Our commitment to these long-term projects includes the ongoing management and maintenance of that high standard of life that we've established for military families. Property management activities performed at the projects include community management and leasing, home maintenance and upkeep services, neighborhood amenities, and the programming of community centers. One of the reasons we got into this business is because it aligns so well with Forest City's core competency of a long-term ownership strategy and outstanding service to a tenant base.
Since we have partnered with Forest City here at Bangor and at our other bases at Naval Air Station Whidbey Island and Naval Station Everett, we are now providing them the best quality of life that we ever have in my career in the Navy.
This partnership has allowed us to do is to leverage the dollars that renovate historic properties like this, because the Navy on our own would not be able to do that because we have to fund repairs to aircraft and ships and runways and piers. And so having the partnership allows us to save these beautiful homes, the historic homes that we otherwise would not be able to do.
Forest City's experience with historic preservation makes us well qualified to take on the historic preservation components that exist in almost every location in our military housing portfolio. With 271 historic homes, Hawaii has the largest concentration of historic preservation assets in our military housing portfolio. Many of those houses are located on Ford Island itself, an historic location. As a corporate core value of the company, sustainability is important throughout our portfolio, but it's especially important in Hawaii due to the extremely high cost of utilities on the island. This sensitivity has led to initiatives undertaken in Hawaii, such as the development of a completely LEED neighborhood, the first in the state, as well as numerous LEED Gold and Platinum homes and community facilities, and 3 net zero energy homes, including 1 historic retrofit in partnership with state preservation groups and Hawaii Electric Company.
The team has worked together very well, remained focused, and dedicated to providing the full 10-year build-out and reach the full potential of this housing project. So we're very proud of the partnership.
And now we have these great houses here with folks beginning to move in tomorrow. So very excited about it and very excited about the quality. And I think the community as a whole has great expectations. And I think those are going to be met as well from everything we've seen.
Overall, the military housing portfolio has grown to become a significant contributor to Forest City's business. Thanks again for your interest in Forest City Military Communities. We hope you enjoy your visit to Hawaii. And now, in preparation of your VIP tour of Pearl Harbor, we have a brief segment on the history and sites of the area, with a focus on those areas in and around the neighborhoods of Ford Island that contain relics from that day in December 1941, when Pearl Harbor was attacked and the U.S. was plunged into World War II. Aloha.
The historic significance of doing development on Ford Island is really comes together right here, literally right here where I'm standing. Right over my shoulder is the Arizona Memorial. That was Battleship Row when the Pearl Harbor was bombed in 1941. Over to my right is a new modern aircraft carrier, the USS Stennis. Also here at Ford Island, there's other historic and significant things as well. The airstrip itself obviously had strafe marks during the whole Pearl Harbor attack by the Japanese. We have been able to dedicate a piece of that strafing, and over on the other side of the island we have preserved some of those strafe marks as well.
Through this section here we've got about 5 or 6 sections of the strafe marks from the Japanese attack. Zeros just shooting down on equipment, on people, the personnel, the sailors. Even though parts of the runway have been incorporated into the neighborhood, you've got all the curbing along the roadway here, and that's by design to keep this area preserved and keep traffic off of it.
And on the other side of the island is the USS Utah, which was also bombed and sunk during the attack on Pearl Harbor.
The Utah Memorial here, part of the wreckage that remains. This is all, part of Battleship Row. All the ships were lined up through here.
During World War I, the U.S. military built gun batteries on either end of Ford Island to protect the Pearl Harbor from the potential for attack by sea. Battery Adair, which was built on this end of Ford Island, the northeast end, still remains today and is very significant in the historical archives of Pearl Harbor.
Well, the whole neighborhood was obviously intact at that time, and the Arizona sits just on the other side of this particular neighborhood, about 3 houses down from here. This bunker, my understanding is that it's served as a underground facility for the families in the immediate neighborhood to come into, to get away from any aerial attacks.
So it really is an amazing mix of history, Hawaiian culture, and it all just really comes together right here on Ford Island.